Okay, I understood you mean inside the frame. Okay, see, what I understood that the reason why we are subtracting the x and y coordinate is to keep it inside the frame of the camera clip. Right, see, by subtracting the cam x and cam y points, we make sure that we keep the dot inside the um, frame of the camera. Since
जय श्री अल्लाह
अब रिकॉर्डिंग पे आ रहा है. See, since the camera moves, see map camera x and y coordinates are at points independent of the ball, right? That's why see when we subtract it, we just there could be like um, basically see whatever its position is, if it is 0 and right, and then first of all are the both the position camera x and camera y, okay, they are being centered uh, together, but then the position can be altered independently, right? But the positions are altered independently, so I can say that at all positions these values are not the same, right? X and y are not always uh, equal in the context, right? um, so that is it. And like for example, if my ball I can like ball position, this is 0 height, I don't know, man, I don't. Okay, I think I need to focus on this key. Camera's x position is equals to dot's x position, right? Dot's x position plus half minus screen width by 2. Okay, let's analyze this one, right? Okay, see, so it says that dot's x position okay. See, it says that dots that camera's x position is equal to the dot's x position plus it is adding uh okay, we are centering it the camera. We are centering the camera onto the dot. Okay, we are taking the camera plus half of its width or height, whatever you want, and then we subtract screen width by 2. Right, that is the dots minus screen width by 2. So it gives this position. That is camera's x and y position. Okay, and when we are to render it, when it says that I have to render the dot, right, I subtract these positions from it. So subtract these positions. If further, okay, position. Okay, so if okay, see, this is the x position of the camera, and if I'm subtracting dx minus camera position, right, the camera position just basically uh, minus dx plus half dw minus sw by 2. So when we do that, see, what I will be left with is screen width by 2 minus dot width by 2 in the case that it is centered, right? Hmm. I'm left with 2 and screen width by 2. So basically, we'll do that. Screen width by 2, and similarly for this. Okay, so when I subtract it, I'm getting back my original value, and it is relative to this point. It is relative to this point, and it keeps it within these bounds, right? It keeps it within these bounds. If I'm thinking about it right, screen width by 2, and in case it is not in the bounds, which would be in case of this level width minus camera width, or level width minus camera width. Okay, camera dot x. Okay, and when it is stuck in some corner here, let's say that it is stuck in some corner here, then what I'm subtracting it, the dot's position is relative this minus this, Yeah, I'm see what I'm basically changing. Hmm. What I'm basically changing is I'm changing the origin. Right. Basically, I've changed the origin. I've changed. Right. I've changed the origin. By default, we measure distance from here, and when I'm clipping it, I'm measuring my distance from this point, from the camera point. I think that is no that yep. I'm changing the origin from this to this for the dot. But the dot, this is my origin because let's say for a simple program, if I say for every point I subtract 10, right? Then when it will reach this point, it will be its origin, like 10 by 10. So when it reaches here, this is the point of its origin. And centered, keeps it centered. Keep the camera centered, not the dot. I try to keep the camera centered, not the dot. And this is my origin. So I adjust the camera according to the dot. Okay, okay, right. This is what is happening here. And I think I can finish it here. I'm just changing the. Okay, swear to God. I. Okay, now understood that maybe we can edit it with paint. Yep. Okay, okay, I understood that. See, the reason why we subtract this part is right. The width part is to center it because it is a circle and we need to center it here, right? That's why we subtract the width and the height. That's why it will center it. And when we subtract these things out, we get the width by 2, right? And the screen height by 2. So it auto centers itself, right?